I am so shattered. I can't believe we did the entire game, including the 2 hours. But big up to every single one of you that sat there with us through all of that. You guys might not have seen it. We did the whole 8-hour stream. We did the end of Palmeiras versus Botafogo, WWE United Champions, the Chelsea game, the 2-hour delay, and all the nonsense afterwards. But in spite of all of that, it was worth it because we got what we wanted. We got the gargantuan, superior, incredible, and inevitable Blues through to the quarterfinals. Certain man had to reload their streams just to watch the Chelsea dunk on them again, bruv. They thought they came back for a hate watch. No. Chelsea always wins at the end of it all. Even if it's 5 minutes turning to 30, I will sit here and I will wait because it's always worth it at the end. That game was so frustrating for so many different reasons, but not because of the control that we had of the game. That game was always ours to lose. There was not a single point in that game where I thought, you know what, we might not win this. We might get knocked out. I was more annoyed that we had to drag it to extra time off the back of that BS referee that was trying so hard to give anything in Benfica's direction. Every single 50-50 went Benfica's way. Any little touch on a Benfica game, he's stopping play. He stopped play like 50, 60 times in that match. And it was so unnecessary. And he got what he wanted. He got to be the centre of attention, because he got his big moment in the spotlight where he called the penalty that wasn't even a penalty, and it was from a free kick that wasn't even from a free kick. But here we are, innit? That didn't matter though. We persevered. We did what we had to do. We got a second goal there, I'll be so real. It was lucky as hell, but sometimes you need the luck. Especially when they're trying everything they can to knock us out. And Kunku, he needed the moments. He needed some big moments to, like, endear him to Chelsea fans, because it's been a horrible season for him. But that was a good moment for him. Took the goal as well as you probably would when you're a yard out. But it set up perfectly for him. He did what he had to do. Neto went through one-on-one and then scored again. And I won't lie, I hear the Noni-Neto argument. Both of them have pros. Both of them have cons to their game. I hear the argument. But ultimately, like, Neto's doing more for me in the clutch moments. When we needed a goal against Arsenal, Neto stepped up. When we needed someone to win the game and, like, save our top 4 race against Fulham, Neto stepped up. When Colwell got the winner, it was off a Neto pass, shot, whatever you want to call it. 2 1v1s in the Club World Cup, he scored both of them. I get so shook when I see players going one-on-one because of what I've seen with our forwards in that situation. Raheem Sterling, Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, Alvaro Morata, Willian. So many different names just off the top of my head that have frustrated me in big moments. But Neto, fair play. You were clutch. And that's where I don't think Noni is really. So I hear the Neto argument over him. And I also think, like, Noni's time is basically coming at anyway. But in terms of the game as a whole, before all of that BS, all of that stupidness, we were so much better than them. Like, everything that Northside said was completely correct. Absolutely, completely correct. Benfica are garbage. They are garbage. They are horrible. They are sewage water. Basura. They are trash. They never had nothing for us. They're like, whenever we gave them the ball, they gave it straight back to us. Barely threatened our goal. They did nothing in the first half. Had a couple of opportunities before the game got called off for 2 hours, and none of them threatened us. Nothing about them was scary or scintillating or whatever. They were just trash. First off, actually, no. Trubin. Let me give Trubin his fair credit. Because he was the reason why that game stayed 1-0 why the game stayed 1-0. There was a lot of good saves from him. From the likes of Cucurella. There was some from Cole Palmer as well. He did his thing to keep Benfica in the game. And he's had a very good tournament. A very, very good tournament. So I will give him the credit. Had a little bit of a howler for the second one. But he was flawless before that point. So I won't say too much. Now, we were all over them, but we just weren't killing them off, which is just so standard Chelsea Football Club. Isn't that just Chelsea? Being on top, being in a dominating position, and just not doing anything about it? That's our club all over. But it was also never really a reason to worry. We looked like we were going to see that game out at 1-0 just fine. All of the changes Maresca made before the game got called off was to shut up shop. And it was working fine. And then the game just got called off for 2 hours. And it was a drag. It was such a drag. But big up to the panel, big up to the community, because we managed to ride it out. We were not going anywhere. I know it's only 5 minutes, but if it's 5 minutes watching Chelsea, yo, I'll sit here and I'll wait for that 5 minutes. And also, we've been watching this sport for way too long. So you know anything can happen. And what happened? Handball. That free kick wasn't a free kick, by the way. That was another horrible call. And the penalty, Gusto is jumping. Like, I know it's Gusto, back post again and all of that. And we're going to talk about Gusto in a second. But I don't blame him for that pen. I think his arm was in a natural position. I think it is such a crap call to make. Now that that's aside, Malo Gusto, I am really running out of patience with you. I am really running out of patience. You can't handle the fundamentals. Forget the pen. Forget that. Let's just put that to the side. The passing, atrocious from short distances again. The first touch, it's so horribly bad. The positional awareness, when to release the ball. Everything that he's doing is at such a low level. The IQ, it stinks. It genuinely reeks. Right now, Achimpong's my number 2. I'm going to be so real. Josh Achimpong is my number 2. I'm giving you next season. Because you had one good season, one bad season. But you looking like one roadrunner to me right now. And now I'm starting to understand why you did well under Pochettino. Because he loves his roadrunners. Just run into space and cross, run. Barbecue Sunday, yes. That's the language that you're getting. This is exposing that you can't really do the fundamentals. I'm going to need to see you improve a little bit. And not a little bit, actually, a lot. A lot. Because the Gusto that I have been seeing for the last year, I'm not tolerating it no more. I'm not. We have Josh Achimpong. You have until January. And if the performance are the same, leave. Genuinely leave. Right now, I'm 50-50 on the Bayern Munich proposal. I think if they want you and they give a good bid, I might be willing to see you go. But we will see. We will see. Thankfully, we persevered. Like, the Benfica getting a red card straight as soon as we get to extra time was just, it made it even easier for us. Any worries, any, like, mental feelings of, like, just being annoyed about the whole situation, it's immediately gone because you're straight back into the advantage. And it just becomes a matter of time of whether you're going to score or not. Nkunku, big up. Dewsbury Hall, he had another great cameo off the bench. Great pass by Palmer as well. Neto, great goal. Great composure one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And now we are through to the quarterfinals and we have a date with Esteval. I apologize in advance for what we are going to do to Palmeiras. I apologize. But I know they're going to give us a good game too, so I won't say too much. It's the Brazilian teams. The Brazilian teams have been on job this entire tournament. And it will probably be another one of those games, but still expect us to win. I still expect us to win. So, Cucurella, time to do what needs to be done. Thankfully, he's not the one with the yellow card. But it's Caicedo, which is a bit jarring. But with him playing 120 minutes, maybe he needs to break. I want to say that would mean Santos is starting. I actually think it would probably mean KDH is starting. With what Maresca was saying about him needing time to adjust and learn the system and learn his roles, I don't see him being trusted with a quarterfinal start. He'll come off the bench. I don't think he'll start. So you'll probably end up seeing Dewsbury Hall in the midfield. Or we like push Palmer a bit back into the 10 role and then maybe do something like that. I don't know. I don't know, but I don't think you're going to see Andre Santos starting anyway. But we have been live for 8 hours and like another 10 minutes. I need to lie down. So I'm going to go to bed. Big up every single one of you that's locked in, though. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that crap. Up the Chelsea.